all men.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
You would be surprised who you had to do a head count who's new,
Well,
right?
I'd
Is
come
that
out and I'd
right?
have me a new goat or a new sheep.
Is
or,
that right?
Yeah.
You do an inventory check or something?
I just come over there and I say, where'd you come from?
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Does Dr. Todd Driggers, he comes checks the cattle for you?
He doesn't know. I have another one that does that, but he takes care of my bird
Oh yeah.
and my tortoises.
Yeah.
You have a bird too.
I have an African gray parrot.
That's what I have.
Just one, and he's inside. Yours is probably inside.
Yeah, mine's inside.
Yeah, it's just it's a really great story.
How many? You just have one parrot inside?
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe Dookie can meet your parrot one day.
That's fine.
One
Yeah.
day. Because I only have one parrot. I'm a recovering bird, crazy person, and I had to get realistic with myself because I had to go see a pulmonologist. How scary is that?
Oh my goodness.
So I had to get like realistic, and so I only have one parrot. I used to do a lot of avian outreach in California. Everything was about the bird. My luggage had to be a bird. I had to wear bird stuff, so I got realistic, and I feel like I'm better off telling people to not get a bird than to get one, and then the bird gets to be homeless because they didn't do the research.
Yeah.
And so I tell people, don't get a bird unless you do some research. They're just not a toy.
Yeah, I
No,
got
animals.
mine from Driggers. People didn't want her anymore, so.
Yeah, it happens.
The people, they were getting a divorce, so they brought the bird over to Todd and said that they wanted to find a new home for him, but they wanted to meet the people.
Sure.
So Todd told them who they would be, and then they went over and saw him and said, oh yeah, that's fine. So they gave him the bird, and 6 months later they decided they weren't going to get a divorce, they wanted the bird back.
Okay.
So they went over there and got the bird back from him. Well, that devastates the bird. He just finally gets used to the new home, and then these people come back and take him back. So they were together again for about a year and decided to get a divorce again. So they go back to Todd and give the bird back and said, well, we want to meet the new family. And he says, no, you're not meeting these people.
That's
And you're
it.
not getting the bird back if you decide you want it back. So they agreed. So he gave it to me. I had an umbrella cockatoo that had died of old age. And so about 6 or 8 months later, they go back to Todd and want the bird back. And he said, no, you're not getting it back. They want to know who had it. And he said, I'm not going to give you his name. But that's where I got my bird.
What's your African gray name?
What name is it?
Uh-huh.
It's oh crap, you had to ask me.
No name.
No, I got her name. Oscar is her name.
Oh,
And it's a
Oscar.
her, and his name's Oscar. But yeah, she's something else. Yours talk all the time?
Yeah, like 4,000 words,
Oh.
3 languages.
Really? 3 languages?
Yeah, he's 32 years old. I've had him since he was 19 days old.
Oh wow.
Took him to work when he was a baby. Luckily, I had a job at Camp Hamilton. The pathologist who hired me, he said, "Okay, you can bring your bird." I had to feed him every couple hours.
Right.
Yeah, spoon feed him. So I was lucky, and it was a experience I found because people are never around exotic animals.
Right.
I'm surprised. And I do the videos for the as many as I can for a group called the Phoenix Missions Continue, which is a organization defined by veterans, but the public can come. And this group does a lot of public service. You know, they grow vegetables, they walk dogs, they clean out graffiti or anything. But when they have social events, I try to bring Dookie to it. And a lot of the veterans and the public that come, they've never seen an exotic animal. So I'm a little bit like stunned because
Yeah, you grew up with it.
well, kind of, as an adult, young adult, I got into
Oh,
it.
that's neat. That's neat.
Yeah.
Well, my daughter, the one that's a vet, she was Todd Driggers' first tech.
Good.
Yeah, and Todd kind of pointed her in the right direction and helped her get into vet school. And so,
Todd's a pretty young guy. He's not that old at all. He's
but-
young himself.
So we've been friends for a long time. Todd and I have, and my daughter, of course.
Yeah, Dr. Driggers, I met him at a talk at the Oasis, which is like 3 hours from here.
Right.
That was a long time ago. And then when I moved to Gilbert, he's Dookie's vet, or his
Yeah.
people. So Dookie loves it there.
These guys